But we begin with a deep freeze setting into parts of the country. Some areas experiencing potentially life-threatening below-zero temps. All of this creating a travel nightmare just before Christmas. The conditions on the roads are already hazardous in many places, and thousands of flights have already been delayed or canceled. Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez is tracking the latest.
A major storm is hitting the Northeast, causing flash flooding in New York City and the surrounding areas. The storm dispensing blizzard conditions to the Midwest. In Dayton, Ohio, a whiteout forcing these cars off the road. On Interstate 44 in Missouri, the State Highway Patrol rushing to assist with half a dozen jackknife trailers. The storm bringing bone-chilling cold all the way to the south. In Dallas, the temperature plummeting 20 degrees in just an hour. Holiday travel coming to a standstill. More than 3,000 flights have already been canceled, many more delayed.
The airport was complete chaos. I was standing in line for about an hour just to drop my bag before security. Once I got to security, it was another hour wait. I ditched my bag and left it at the airport after I'd already been there for close to 7 hours. My sister thankfully booked me a flight.
Airports working extra hard to keep those runways clean and clear.
350 pieces of snow removing equipment, lots of salt and lots of de-icer for the roadways.
But it's not just the runways. Ground crews can only be outside for a limited time in ultra cold weather, adding yet another layer of potential delays.
And Gio Benitez joins me here live. So let's talk air travel first. Where do things stand? Because it's so fluid.
It's so fluid, and the numbers just keep growing and growing and growing, Alexis. Let's take a look at the latest numbers right now, because we're seeing more than 3,500 cancellations right now. And even since we just updated that in the past few seconds, we're now up to over 2,000 flight delays in America. And this is really, really big. We knew that these numbers were going to be high, but now we're seeing that in LaGuardia, for example, we're talking about 30% of flights that are just canceled, right?
Wow.
SeaTac Airport in Seattle, they still have so many problems because of the icy runways. They had to sort of stop flying altogether. So we're seeing that over and over again across the country in airports. Detroit, 40%. 40% of flights.
So what are you supposed to do if you have a canceled flight? Because these flights were already pretty much filled to capacity.
Yeah, and that's the problem, right? Because if the flight has been canceled already, then you don't really have something to rebook to, because we're talking about flights that are 95% full. So you just have to wait it out if your flight was canceled. But the tip I keep saying over and over again is, if you think potentially that your flight may be canceled or it's already been delayed significantly, go ahead and rebook now. Do that early. Go ahead and maybe do tomorrow morning. That way you could at least have some hope of getting where you need to go before Christmas.
All right, now what about those last-minute deliveries? So this has got to be impacting FedEx, UPS.
Well, that's the thing, right? A lot of people don't think about this, but cargo jets, they have the same problems as passenger planes right now. So UPS and FedEx, they've already said, look, we're dealing with the same issues right now. They try to avoid some of it, but they just can't, because you're talking about so much of the country that is under this weather threat right now. So a lot of these packages are definitely going to be delayed. So I think today actually was the absolute last day to get that next day shipping in before Christmas.
Ooh, that's a little questionable now.
I know. And you spend a lot of money if you waited this long.
You really do. Gio Benitez, thank you for your reporting.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.